Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I'm actually going to be thrifting today in Sacramento. We just dropped my son off at school at college, so he is now officially out of the nest, but I wanted to try a couple thrift stores out here just to kind of see what they were like and what they had to offer. So I'm going to take you guys along with me. I'm actually at this Goodwill right here. I don't know if you recognize where this one is, but I googled basically some thrift stores that were near where I was and figured let's see what they have. So I'm going to take you guys with me. Let's go. This book section is actually really good. They have everything very organized, but now I'm trying to find some books on the history of fashion. Just gonna see if I can find any, and then after this I'm gonna head over to the clothing. I was really impressed immediately with how organized and how large this store was, but I will say I didn't actually end up finding as much as I thought I would. This store had a lot of fast fashion, like this top right here, which was Forever 21. I didn't notice there were a lot of just like fast fashion brands in here, and then they had some really cool brands that I had never heard of before. Almost like a store had closed down and donated the rest of the stock, but it was all in European sizing and none of the sizes were mine, so there was that. But I did come across this knit vest. I loved the color and the texture immediately. It was very soft, and I could just see a lot of different ways that I could potentially style it up. And then I came across this top. I thought it was really cool. The details and the texture were phenomenal, but it wasn't my size, and it was more of a summer piece, and I'm really trying to look for fall winter right now. This top was also cool. I believe it was silk, but the color wasn't really for me. You know, I don't really wear a ton of colors like this. So in the end, I did end up passing, even though it was actually a great piece. And then as I kept going, I also came across the top right here that you see. It's by the brand Alfani, and it was also 100% silk. I loved this top and the color, but I ended up finding grease spots on it later that were really hard to see at first. You can kind of see it in this clip. It's in the middle where the buttons are, so I did end up having to pass on that, although I would have definitely gotten it had it not been damaged. And then I came across this top, which was definitely vintage. If you notice, the back is shorter than the front, which I thought was such a cool detail. And I also love the satin embossed circles on it. There were two of them, and you could clearly see that one was smaller than the other, but they did say that they were the same size. However, both sizes did not fit me, so I had to put them back. I was really bummed about that. I also came across this top. I loved the detail and the texture, but in the end, I did decide that I probably wouldn't reach for it that much, so I ended up putting that back and passing on it. And then I came across this plaid blazer. I am on the hunt for a blazer in this colorway, but I am looking for the perfect one. This one was not quite oversized enough, so I did pass on it. And then this top wasn't actually in my size, but I did think it was really cool, and I do love tops like this. When I came across this set, I did think to myself, how can I alter this to make this more modern, because I kind of loved the print. But when I tried on the top, it was very sloppy looking on me, to be honest. So I did go ahead and pass on the entire thing. I went through the rest of the blazers because I am kind of on the hunt for a new black oversized blazer. I do currently have like 4 suiting style blazers in my collection in various fits, but I just want one great oversized fit. So I am kind of on the hunt for that, and then I will pass on the rest that I already have. And then I headed over to the jackets and the coats just to kind of see what they had. They had a ton of vests over here too, so if you're into the whole vest trend, this definitely would have been a section that you enjoyed, but I didn't really end up finding anything over here. I'm gonna head over to men's now and shoes just to kind of see what they have. I love a good men's silk button up, so that's actually what I'm on the hunt for. This particular store had a great jewelry section. There was so much to look at that I know I missed things, but I did find a really cool watch. I loved the chain link detail on it. It really looked just like jewelry, and I feel like this would look really cute styled over a men's white button up cuffed over the sleeve. So I did go ahead and take that home, and then I went over to the men's button ups where I didn't really find anything. I did see this vest that I thought was leather at first, but then it turned out it was more like a coated fabric, and I already have a great leather chocolate brown blazer, so I didn't really need that one. But this was a brand that was there that I wish I would have been able to fit the pieces because it was so cool, and these were silk and suede. So that one was okay. I definitely am spoiled. But I'm gonna try and see if I can get my husband to take me to another thrift store. If not, I'll see you at home for the try on. I have convinced the husband to let me go to one more Goodwill. We're in downtown Sacramento right now. This is the area, and it actually looks really cool. I love this area. So this one almost kind of resembles like a Goodwill boutique. So we're gonna kind of see if it has the same type of stuff. That's so improper grammar wise. If it has the same types of things that a normal Goodwill boutique will have. But let me show you the area. As soon as I spotted this Tiffany box in the jewelry case, I knew that we were about to have a good thrift trip. I've been on the hunt for some cool cufflinks for some of my men's button-ups for a while now. So when I saw this one and then I looked at the price, I was like, okay, yes, we're definitely going to get this, and we are definitely going to have a great thrift trip. I didn't look into trying to get any of the other jewelry so much because I'm now just kind of moving my collection into real gold or silver pieces, so I kind of passed on everything else. But I did start in the section with like the shoes and the items that they had in the front, and I could tell that this was more of like maybe their premium pieces. They did have a fantastic shoe collection. It was well organized, but I didn't really find anything that I had to have or that was in my size, and it kind of jumped from 7 to 8 and then like 9 to 10. So it didn't really have the in between, which is my size. I also saw this really cool Coach bag. I'm in the market for another like white or off-white bag, and this shape, I promise you, is going to become even more popular. And then I came across this one, and this one I just had to have. I almost put this back. Like I literally put it back and then walked back and picked it up because I knew I would regret it. So that one I loved, but I did pass on the first Coach bag. I then went over to the sleepwear, which they had a great selection of sleepwear, and when I saw the sleeve of this top, I was like, okay, I have to try this one on or get it and see, because I just love the sleeve detail so much. To me, the sleeve detail is what made the shirt. And I also want to say that the prices in the store for the most part were actually phenomenal. I will say though that the stuff that did have tags on it are the things that they overcharged for just because they could see an original price. So that kind of sucked, but luckily there weren't too many of those things. And I will say, moving forward, if I do donate to a thrift store and I have brand new with tags items, I'm just going to remove the tags. That way they are priced fairly for anybody who wants to thrift them, because removing the tag doesn't change the fact that it's new. It just helps them to price it better in the actual thrift store. So there you go. I came across this. This is a short version almost of my Christian Dior trench that I recently thrifted. So it was a little bit redundant, but had I not gotten that one, I for sure would have gotten that one. It was so cool. These boots were so cool. I've been wanting to find a pair of these for my husband, but those were not his size, so sadly I had to pass. But then I went to a section of tops that I kind of missed the first time around, and I'm so happy that I did, because I ended up finding some of my favorite pieces over here, including like a few button-ups. I saw this one with the writing over it, and I loved the color scheme. I loved the writing. It was so cool, so I had to pick this one up to try it on. I liked the shoulder detail, I liked the sleeves, and again, this store was very well organized, so I have to give it up, because it's nothing worse than going into an unorganized thrift store. It's like more of a headache than it really even needs to be. So I'm just really happy that this store was not like that at all. This is actually a great store, and even though I didn't find the most, I definitely would go back to this store for sure. I came across this and I can't remember. Oh, I remember why I didn't want to get this. It wasn't quite in my size, so I ended up passing on it, and I wasn't too crazy about the color. So, you know, I'm just trying to be a little bit more aware when I'm thrifting. Even if it's a silhouette that I like, that I would typically wear, I try not to get silhouettes in colors that are not for me. I also came across this, which I thought was super cool. I have been on the hunt for more corset style tops, and I loved the color scheme of this one. It wasn't like a high end brand, but again, it had the tag on it, so the pricing was a little bit higher. And in the end, with the threads and stuff that were like hanging loose on it, I did end up putting it back. But then I came across this top, and the print just caught my eye. I loved it like almost immediately. It was so interesting, and so I grabbed this to try it on, as well as this next top, which again I know is like not everybody's cup of tea, but you know, you just got to worry about the tea that you want to drink. So I had to grab that and try it on, and I was so happy that in this particular store the dressing rooms were open. I was a little bit shocked because where I am, a lot of the dressing rooms still are not open, so we have to, like, you know, wing it and hope that things fit the way that we imagine that they will. And I'm so glad I got to try things on, because there were a lot of things I thought I would take that I ended up not liking the way that they fit on me. So very happy about that. I also came across this top. I've been looking for a check print blouse versus the normal blazer, so that one wasn't my size, or I would have gotten it. This one, I thought I would like it just because I really liked the print. I thought it was cute. I like the color and the material, but you will see how that one turned out when I tried it on. This one, I thought the bell sleeves, it was, you know, really cool. Not my style, but nonetheless, I can appreciate a good piece. And then other than that, when I went through the rest of everything else, I didn't really find too much that I wanted to take into the dressing room with me. I did see this, and I loved how sheer it was in nature, but the size was like exactly my size, so it wasn't oversized enough. And I do have a really great version from H&M that I wear all the time, so it just, again, would have been a little bit redundant for me to get one that didn't even fit as well as the one that I currently already have. So I did go ahead and put that one back also. When I kept going through this particular rack, I did come across a pajama type top. It gave me like sleepwear vibes, and it was in like a pretty taupe color with some piping. It's this one right here, and it wasn't even like a crazy like brand. It was just what is this? I think it was Dress Barn maybe. And I saw that the price on this was $50.99, and I was like, wait a minute, what? I was like, I had to look at it again because I'm like, this doesn't make sense. And then I noticed there was a tag on it, and the price tag said that it retailed for $179.99. So then it all made sense, which was kind of a bummer because I probably would have gotten that. I also came across this vest. I thought it was really cool. There was a little bit of peeling at the shoulder, which let me know the quality wasn't even really that great. But I did like the way that it looked and wanted to try it on anyway. But I would love to find one of these that's in like 100% silk and kind of like authentic, because I think that would be such a find. Last but not least, I found this, and even though it was way too big, I did like some of the interesting design aspects, so I took it into the dressing room to try it on, and now we are in the try on portion of this, and I decided to try this on. Here's my outfit, by the way. Love the way that it fit, had to get it. For this one, I ended up passing on it because I just didn't like the way the necktie laid. I don't know, it was something off about the fit of this. It had a great concept. The theory and the idea was nice, but for me, I just had to pass because I knew for those reasons alone, I would never reach for it. This one was also really cute, but I am a hippie girl. I have hips. My upper body is smaller definitely than my lower body. So this one would not have buttoned evenly all the way down. It needed to be a little bit more oversized in order for this to work for me. And I didn't want to get a top that I would constantly have to either tuck in or tie at the waist. So for that reason, I passed on this. This one, loved it. Tried it on. I could definitely see these with like cream sweat joggers, you know, just to kind of like play up on that athleisure look. And this one was a Ted Baker tank. And when I really sat and thought about it, I again knew this would be one of those that I fold and put away and never really think to reach for. Nice theory, nice concept, but just not something I need. And then this one was a total no, like a no all the way. Absolutely not. I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, this one was a no. And then last but not least, this one, well, not last but not least, we have one more, but this one would not close over the titties, okay? It was like my boobs were boobing and this was not fitting. So had to pass on that. And then this one I did, again, if it was a little bit smaller, I would have gotten it. I like the trench coat type of detail in the back, but it was just a little bit too big to the point that it started to look sloppy. So for that reason, I passed on this one as well. Of course, we have the little Coach bag. We love this Coach bag. You guys know that I got this. So, yeah, I mean, look, what a find. So here's the items that I, again, passed on, a little recap, if you will. And then we will get into the items and style them up later for the things that I actually did take home, these pieces right here. Sometimes less really is more. I'm in the city of Galt. I discovered this thrift store just by a little search on Google, and I figured on the way back from Sacramento to LA, let's just stop at a few stores. So I'm at this place called Bargain Boutique Thrift and Antiques in the city of Galt. It looks like they could have some really cool things. So let's see, hopefully they have some good vintage. Really cool. Very cute home decor. Is $10 for both pieces. This particular thrift store was run by a vet. It was, you can tell it was like self-owned. It's not a corporation or a franchise or anything like that. So that's really cool. It's always nice to support local businesses. The first thing I saw almost immediately was the suit, and I really thought it wouldn't fit, but then when I looked at it, I realized the blazer would likely fit perfectly. And at the price, I really didn't care if the pants fit. I just wanted the blazer. So I did go ahead and pick that up and then head over to the other men's blazers, which was kind of mixed in with coats and jackets. It wasn't really super organized, but it wasn't messy either. Of course, I spotted all the leather, and I did see this burgundy leather. I think it was like a blazer, but you guys know my leather collection is out of control at this point. And then I came across this gray Wilson's leather. This looks very 70s to me. And so I did snag it just to try it on because I wanted to see what the fit would be like. And I don't have any gray leather pieces, so nothing wrong with trying to add to the collection a little bit. Like I said, this thrift store is individually owned, so I'm not surprised that it didn't have a ton of different things, but they did have a really cool jewelry selection. It was a lot, again, so I didn't really look through like I probably should have. I probably would have found some really cool things. You can tell it was a mixture of like new and vintage, so there was that. And then I just went over to the women's tops just to kind of see what they had, but I really didn't find anything too interesting that I wanted, so I went to the dressing room to try on. This is what the blazer looked like, and even looking back now, I still think it's a great fit, but it wasn't calling to me. So since it didn't call to me, I did go ahead and pass. But this definitely said, you must take me and buy me and bring me home and style me. So this is one of the pieces that I did get. And then I did a once around again just to make sure I didn't miss anything, which I saw this. I thought this was really cute and something I would wear as a top for sure. So I went to try that on. I tried it on as if I was going to button it all the way up or leave the top undone, and I liked it both ways, and it was very cheap. It was like $5. So I went ahead and snagged that as well. Took a little look at the trinkets and the knickknacks, and then kind of like headed out, and that was this thrift trip. So I got the pink suit from that one. The blazer fits really well. I don't really care if the pants fit because I just wanted the blazer, but if the pants fit, that is a bonus. But that one was cute. It wasn't a ton of stuff in there, but obviously I found a couple cute things, so that is great. All right, you guys, I am at the last thrift store location that I'm gonna go to. This one is in Modesto. And actually, this little bag that I thrifted earlier has been coming in handy, so let's see what this one's about. I was immediately caught off guard with how large this shoe and purse section was. I saw these boots, but as soon as I touched them, I could tell they were not real leather, and I only do leather boots, guys. If you want things to last, shoe-wise, bag-wise, try to go for leather or suede. It just lasts and ages the best. But yeah, the shoe section was gigantic. This is probably one of the biggest shoe sections I've ever seen in a thrift store. It's like so many shoes. Definitely not going to look through all of them, but I am going to go head over to the clothing soon. This was not my favorite store. As a matter of fact, I feel like it kind of sucks, but it's ironic because my favorite thrift find was found at this store of this trip. So, you know, it's like there's always hidden gems, even if the store sucks. This, I mean, how could I not? You guys know me. Like, you know I had to get this. I don't have this color. The price was amazing. It was only $7. And actually a lot of the prices here were pretty good too. I came across this, and I have a purple leather suit set that is by the same brand, Metro Style. So I thought it was interesting to kind of see this. I know somebody who's into the Y2K vibe would absolutely love that. I can't speak, you guys, I'm sorry. But it was just not for me. I went to school at the prime of Y2K. My high school years were 2000 to 2004. I was the Y2K queen. Anything circa Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, the music videos, MTV, TRL, that was me. Your girl has done it and worn it all, and I feel like that was just yesterday, and I cannot go back. I still have PTSD from the low-rise jeans that I used to wear, which actually, by the way, when I was smaller, looked great on my body. I mean, if I was thinner pre-kids, I would definitely participate in the low-rise jeans trend again because it just fits my body type. But yeah, this sweater, way too itchy. Definitely would have gotten it if it was a more cozy fit or cozy material, but yeah, we had to pass on this because it just wasn't happening. I also thought this was really cool. This reminds me of like Coach. Coach does a lot of silhouettes like that in like leather or that material, and I think that they are gonna be trending soon again. I saw this leather vest, too small, but I thought it was cool. Wanted to show you guys. All right, you guys, I haven't really found that much here, so I'm gonna look through the dresses, and if I don't see anything, I'm gonna try on this jacket and see if I'm gonna take it home, or this coat, the long olive green one I showed you guys. So this is the dress section. It's not very big, so we'll see what is going on here. I am so tired. I definitely got the coat and then I got the 2 glasses, but that was it. That Goodwill honestly wasn't even really that great at all. I am for sure spoiled, and I discover this more and more and more every single time I go to other thrift stores. But I did find something, so can't really complain. I am back from Sacramento. It's been probably a week and a half or 2 weeks almost now, but I'm gonna take my cell phone, take you over to the mirror and try on some of the things that I picked up. I'm also gonna try on something that came after the fact from my leather haul that I couldn't show you in the previous video, but since it's technically thrifted, I'm gonna show it to you in this video also. So let's go over to the mirror. Okay, so the first item I'm gonna show you, don't mind the ring light over there, are these leather pants. These are these red leather pants that I ordered off of Mercari actually. They are a little bit big in the waist and I am debating on whether or not I'm gonna get them altered, but I do also kind of like the relaxed fit of them. So for now, I think I'm just gonna leave them as is and let them just be like a cute little relaxed fit leather pant, because honestly there's nothing worse than leather pants that are too tight. So this is this item. It's gonna be perfect for my fall winter wardrobe. Okay, now let's get to the items that I actually bought in Sacramento. All right, so this is the wild card. This is the one that I know that not everybody was going to see the vision, but I immediately pictured these with light wash Levi's. And then I knew I had these shoes at home that match the off-white in the top perfectly. So this is literally how I would wear this. I would even just cuff the bottom of these jeans and wear it with some white sneakers as well. But yeah, this is just really easy for where I live, like in LA. This is a great transitional fall piece because it's not so heavy, it's very lightweight. But I do know this is a wild card kind of top and not everybody's cup of tea, but I love it, so I'm gonna sip it. But yes, I am happy that I found this top and I cannot wait to style it up. This is the vest that I got. I love the knitted material. It's super soft. I would definitely wear it just one button just like this, or with a turtleneck underneath it, buttoned all the way and then tucked in, so it's kind of like a top. But either way, it's a very good transitional piece for me and where I live because I'm able to add or take away from it. Plus, I love the color. It looks really cute with this H&M satin skirt that I got. You guys have seen this in a previous haul, but the tones go really well together and I like the way that that looks. So I'm really excited to kind of style this one up as well. This one I loved. I loved this psychedelic type of print. It's very on trend for now, but also the kind of print that I would go for whether it was on trend or not. So that's why I picked this up. Love the length of it, love how loose it is. It really just kind of matches this skirt perfectly. I didn't even intend for that to happen, so that's why I just kind of kept the skirt on. But yeah, this would look really, really cute with jeans, leather pants. I do have an orange leather skirt. Let me actually try that on with this and see how it looks. Okay, sorry guys, I'm trying to get over my allergies. My eyes might be watering throughout this, so don't mind me. But this is the orange leather skirt with it. It matches really well. And I also saw that the tan one would match really well too. So I have both options, but I really like the way that this one looks with it. Let me see. Just untucked, because sometimes I like my things to be a little bit more undone. I want to see what it looks like without the shirt tucked in. I actually really like it without the shirt tucked in as well. I mean, it's just a nice relaxed look. If I wore it like this, I would probably wear my brown cowboy boots because that would play off of the brown in the top. They are in a place that I cannot reach right now, so I can't get them to show you guys. But yeah, really like this, and I think it matches very well with everything I have been accumulating for my fall winter wardrobe. So we're gonna try on, I have one more piece to try on for you guys, and then I'm gonna show you a couple accessories. I almost missed the best piece, and it is this pink blazer. It actually came with pants, but I cannot fit the pants. They're just a little bit too small, so I'm actually gonna give them to a friend of mine who I think she can fit them. And I'm just gonna keep the blazer. But the blazer is such a great shade of pink. I think this is going to be a nice little pop of color to my fall wardrobe. We are gonna get into trends, so you will see that saturated colors are part of this upcoming season's trend report. But yeah, I really like this a lot. I think it is a color blazer that I don't have. I think the fit is impeccable, and it's going to be something that I could like belt if I want or wear it open. And I actually really like contrasting colors like this with this color because I think it just looks really cool. It's like a nice little contrast. This is my new little Balenciaga mini city. If you guys remember out of my luxury thrift haul, like, or secondhand haul or whatever, when I showed you my bigger navy colored one, I told you guys that I was looking for a mini in this color, and it just popped up like a week later, so I had to grab it. Now I kind of want a black one in this color too, because this is just such a great size. It did come with a crossbody strap, which I don't have on at the moment, but I do think that something like this will look really cool together. Maybe a shoe this color. I do have a Nike that's exactly this color. It looks like a mesh Air Force One. That would be really cool. So yeah, really love this. This is the last top, you guys. I got it fully intending to wear it with jeans just like this. Thought it would look really cute with this hat that I got for my fall winter wardrobe. I got this in the dead of summer, so I have not had a chance to wear it yet. You guys like never see me in hats, but I had to get one that was gonna be big enough to fit over my curls. So I finally was able to find one. This is this lack of color hat. These are pretty pricey, not gonna lie, but for me, totally worth it. The quality is amazing, but I thought it would look really cute with this. Just the whole entire look together. I can wear the hat like this, or I can tilt it and put it back on my head a little bit, but I just like this look. I thought it would be really cool. I could add a cowboy boot or a heel or something like that. So I'm actually pretty excited to be able to wear this hat and style some of these things up for fall, like in the way that I intended and the way that I envisioned it in my head. This is like the last piece. Oh, let me show you. It's funny, this actually goes perfect with this outfit. I also picked up this little Coach bag right here. I thought it was so cute just because of how little it is. And when I picked this up, you guys, I used it for like 4 days after the fact because it was so easy to just put my things in here, grab it, and go. Let me see how it looks with, let's see, we have the hat back on. Put the hat back on. We need to get the look together, okay, honey? Get the look together. See, look, we had a whole entire look going, you know. Are we cute? Are we cute? No shoes on, but let me show you. I mean, I guess I could wear these shoes. I wore these shoes to death into the ground. They actually need to be capped at the tip, but even a shoe like this could go really good with this whole entire look. This is my accessory. I have one more accessory to show you guys, and then we will be done with this haul. Okay, the next accessory was a wow moment. It was, hold on, I actually put some other cufflinks in here, but these are the Star cufflinks by Tiffany. Here they go right here. And these are perfect because I have a couple tops that I've altered recently that do require cufflinks. So when I saw these, I knew that they would be perfect. They are very feminine because of the starfish. I could see how Mel would wear these too, but I just love these. Can't wait to wear these. But yeah, that is pretty much everything that I got thrifting. Oh, I am lying. Hold on. I have one more thing. Okay, just one more thing. 1 second. Okay, you guys, I have no excuse, but I saw this coat and I could not resist. The length was perfect. The power shoulders. I mean, come on, this is like everything we are living for right now. And I just love the color. Didn't have anything like this color. I do have a ton of coats like these, but they're in varying shades, like different colors, none in this color family. So I had to do it, you guys. Like, do you know how much this coat would cost if I bought it in a department store now? And this is like 100% wool. This would be such an expensive jacket. So I ended up getting this for $7, which was a steal. And I believe that is it. I believe that's all I got. Hold on, let's put on the hat again. We want to be fall appropriate. I mean, we're ready for fall, okay? We are ready for fall. So anyways, that is everything that I got. Let me know down in the comments your favorite item. Let me know if there's something you saw me try on that I should have got that I didn't get. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I have. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.